So our sixth law here will be the negative index. Negative index law. This is our sixth law. So negative index, when we have a number raised to a negative power minus 2, for example, this can be expressed as a fraction. And when we express it as a fraction, we eliminate the negative sign. So this will be 1 divided by 3 raised to the power of 2. So this is a negative index. So any number 4 raised to the power of, raised to a negative power, will be expressed as a fraction 1 divided by 4 raised to the power of 3. So that's a negative index. So if we apply the division law to this, so let's say by division law, when we apply the division law, let's prove it. So apply the division law. When we have two similar bases, when they divide, so this divided by this, this will give us, let's say we have this number raised to the power of 2 and this number raised to the power of 3. So here we have a single base, and this 2 will be subtracted. So 2 minus 3, this will give us 2 raised to the power of minus 1. So now we get a negative index. So another example I will give is 2 raised to the power of 2 can also be expressed as 2 times 2 times 2 divided by 2 raised to the power of 3 can also be expressed as 2, this 2 times 2, not times 2, okay. 2 raised to the power of 3 will give us 2 times 2 times 2. So here, when we divide this, we have 1, right? When we divide this, we have times 1. So here we'll be left with 1. So this is divided by 2. So 1 times 1 is 1 divided by 2. So the negative index of this is also 1. The negative index of this is also 1 over 2. So that's all for negative index. Then our next law, the seventh law, we have the root power, or we could say the fraction index, root power fraction index. So the root power, when we have a number raised to, let's say 3 raised to the power of 1 over 2, this is a root power. And the power contains, we have the denominator here, the numerator here is 1, the denominator is 2. So the denominator is the root of this number. The denominator is the root of this number and the numerator is the power of the number. So the root of 3 here is 2, and 2 is the square root. The square root of 3. Then the power here is 1. Square root of 3 raised to the power of 1. Which is same thing as square root of 3. So there's no need to add 1, just add square root of 3. So another example, let's use 3. 3 raised to the power of 1 over 3. So this is the root, this is the power. The root of 3 here is the cube. 3 means cube, 2 means square, 3 means cube, 4 means fourth root, 5 fifth root, 6 sixth root, and so on. So this will be the cube root of 3 raised to the power of 1, same thing as cube root of 3. So when we have 3 raised to the power of 1 over 4, this is the root, that will be the fourth root of 3 raised to the power of 1, same thing as 4 root of 3. So that's the root power. So when a number is raised to a power and the power is a fraction, we take note of the root and the power. So if the root, when we have 2, it's the square root of the number. When we have 3, cube root of the number. When we have 4, the fourth root of the number. So the fraction index, there's a little difference. Fraction index, there's a little difference. So when we have, let's say, a power above 1, let's say 3 raised to the power of 2 over 3. So now this is the root, this is the power. That would be the cube root of 3. Then what's the power here? 2 raised to the power of 2. This is how it will be expressed. Then if we have, let's say, 4, let's change the number 4 raised to the power of 3 over 2. Then we have to take note of the root and the power. So the root here is 2. That will be the square root of 4 raised to the power of 3. The square root of 4 raised to the power of 3. So that's all we have for the 7 or the 8 laws of indices. As the fraction index, making it 8 laws of indices.